Pay no attention to that flag carrier behind the curtain.
I like this. I like this low route. I mean, it's going to be a very, very effective deal. Now we might get the rebound. Oh, and an immediate pickup. But yeah, it really kind of shifts the focus of things, and having that kind of low train wreck down there really makes this next positioning for Quad pretty vital here. We're at the 5-minute mark, the last quarter of this. 2 seconds to Quad. Viju is again looking to stack up. He's not quite there. His timing's gonna be a little bit more off.
Oh.
Sturmy though.
Oh.
Viju says, "Oh yeah, there's Sturmy." Boink.
Quad in Lincoln's hands. Not very well stacked up here. He only has 30 health. This is really risky.
Mutual.
Oh, mutual frag. But you know, EG has played that quarter so well. We've seen the Quad carrier die at that position so often. Really great read, and I'm waiting for fnatic to honestly just choose a different entrance into the base, man.
Sturmy has gotten a little predictable. I mean, even in Siberia, when he was doing the quad range, we saw about 2 or 3 really different kind of lead-ups into it. Different timing, different route. Here, he's been a little bit more stagnant.
Yeah.
And it's been hurting them.
And I wonder if that's a bit of an issue in terms of knowledge of the map, and maybe he's like, well, I know this route gets me to the flag, and hey. But
there are other routes.
But yeah, exactly. There are other routes. Now, I will say though, the clock once again becomes the biggest threat on the map. And we just heard the regens respawn.
Okay.
Yep. But we're gonna follow Lincoln with his flag run. Actually, ID also getting a grab. The other carrier, a little bit of back and forth. And here's ID once more.
It's leaving it going fishing.
Yes. And a very odd place for the flag. It's actually still in play. They might be trying to leave it here because it's in such an odd position. It's not very recoverable.
That's going to burn a lot of time, though. But there it is. Everything's back to base. ID heading out to mid. Still 30 seconds to quad. ID is going to be looking for that token kind of pre-quad push. Sturmy, though, thinking along the same lines, is not going to be getting very far. But the intense pressure here, there's going to be an amount where, yes, this is going to be helping them out a whole lot.
ID. Great rockets there.
I mean, we saw the 3 touches there, but there comes a point where you really got to draw the line in and go, okay, right now, quad has to take that priority. There's also a regen on top of that quad.
Yeah, it's like
a
bonus.
Clamp has to go back for it.
Yeah. Actually, let's go find him. There he is. Not terribly well stacked here. Yeah, trying to jump to the health and apparently. Wait. Hold it. Wait. All right, so it's going to be a defensive quad of sorts. I'm going to go take a look and see who's pressing.
Which is a good move at this point. I mean,
yeah.
One flag, not comfortable, but definitely workable.
Yeah.
It's enough to win the game. That's all you need.
Yeah, basically just saying we want to deny the quad to fnatic. That's the entire job for EG for the rest of the night. Deny the quad, deny the caps. Now go over to fnatic. You know, we have seen Lincoln, honestly, in my opinion, has had some trouble on this map. We haven't really seen him trying to make the plays. ID trying to keep that pressure up. Sturmy is able to handle him. But again, Lincoln grabs the flag, but almost immediately dies almost every single time.
Yeah. I mean, there comes a point where the junk rushes have to kind of take a back seat to getting prepared for these things. There has to come that place where you go, okay, this really isn't getting us anywhere. And this is really the map where I would say junk rushes are going to be the least effective. You can't just run in, run out, and make a cap in 5 seconds. It takes a little bit more time. It takes a little bit more foresight.
Okay, what I would love to see, other than Sturmy dying, but what I would love to see is I want Sturmy to have a redemption moment. Right?
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like getting shut down in Jewel, right? Maybe you can bring it back for fnatic in the final seconds.
Hold up. Lincoln right now. Yeah, you see this.
I'm watching it. I'm just saying. 22 health. Really interesting rocket jump. 15 health.
Mid. Oh, Sparty getting the save.
It drops down and return.
And that leaves only 60 seconds to make something happen here. But I do have to agree. Sturmy in the clutch has done amazing things in the past, and we're looking for more of the same. But the textbook approach is really going to be hurting them at this point.
The last quad goes to Lincoln. This is it. This is what it's all about.
Just like in Siberia, just go home.
Yeah.
That's it. It's going to be mirrored image here.
And Lincoln trying to figure out his best path. Only 30 seconds remain. I don't know if that's enough time considering how hectic this final push will be. Viju is down, and that will do it, I believe. because Clamp has just recovered the flag one more time. Sparty being sneaky and cheeky with the rail from behind. And this will possibly be it. Sparty trying to get away. The LG is destroying him. The regen's not enough to keep him alive, and Evil Geniuses are the CTF champions of Quakecon 2010.
Very solid games. Very solid play. One cap. Again, it's all you need. And I'm sure everybody back there, I mean, I'm looking at the spectator list. Everybody is going to be a little ecstatic over there. I'm actually kind of scared to imagine what it looks like for either team. But we might have the possibility of getting somebody from EG up here before we move into duel. But really, the map's well played. Map experience at this point, I mean, considering the freshness of the map, it's a major factor, and it's going to be for the next couple of months. I mean, you bring out a map like, well, talking about duel, you bring out DM6, it's going to be almost an even playing field. Hub right now, for the next while, it's going to be kind of a sketchy choice depending on who your opponent is, just because some people are going to have more experience with it than others from past experience. It's going to be a wild card. I really like the fact that it was the tiebreaker. I really enjoy that.
Yeah. I mean, and in my opinion, it's always great to see something new and exciting for Quakecon, and id Software never ever disappoints.
Never.
So we are going to see if we can get a very short interview with someone from EG.
I think we just had like 8 people run off to go and do that.
All right.
They might be bringing in here in a stretcher.
Stretcher, yeah. No, but and until that time, I mean, honestly, you know, Siberia, EG, they had to not be comfortable at all.
No.
Given that situation, being down from the win from Japanese castles, and then you've got really, you know, one of the best games of Siberia that I've seen EG play in a long time.
Definitely, Clamp definitely checked himself out a whole lot, and actually, the fact that EG's been able to hold on to their crown definitely significant for them. They had a lot going into this. There was a lot of potential, and
well, actually, and you know, I actually want to shift gears at some point, since we got a little bit of a delay before we get an interview. Quakecon is an enormous undertaking, and it's done entirely by volunteers. And QLTV brought 15 people, I think, to this. And then, of course, we teamed up with Too Good and Joe. Every single person has been working their butts off. But in addition, we are basically just the streaming crew, just the casting crew. The people that truly make Quakecon happen are basically the NOC staff and all the staff and volunteers. So I actually want to give them a shout out on the stream if I can. All right. I want to recognize Ash, Quijibo, Zypher, Danimal, Cuffs, Maber, Hack, aka Praetorian. He's one of my favorite guys ever. Joni Pox, Tech, Knock, T-Dog, Evil John, and of course the one, the only, hey man, what are you doing to my couch? Polecat. So
I hope they don't want that couch back.
So honestly, I just want to say big props to all those guys. I also want to say thank you to Steve-O, the main tourney organizer. He's been doing
where's Steve-O on that list? Come on.
Fantastic job right here, folks. Give him a round of applause. We love you, Steve-O.
Actually, also we're missing JC on that list. Let's not forget him.
Oh, yes.
I mean, if we were going to do this, we would be here all night.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, the staff is numerous, the staff is great, and everybody puts 110% in.
Yeah.
And then some.
Yeah. So do we have ETA on an EG player? Yeah? No? Yeah?
No.
Maybe.
Steve was actually gesticulating at us. No?
No? All right. So basically, we're ready to go with that?
Duel time,
all right, guys. I'm going to hop up, and of course, Too Good and Joe will sit down and do their thing. So
we have been keeping each other's seats warm all day, so we're going to be doing that once again, moving into Duel Finals.
Yeah, so once again, I'm Greece Scotsman with Quake Live TV.
And I'm Jahar.
And here comes the duel.